Read the disclaimer 13 and up.
Hello everyone, for this video we have a lot to talk about. 321, everybody is excited, I'm excited, you're excited, Power is excited. Everybody is excited for this. So this video is basically going to be a recap. We're going to talk about additionally of the CoroCoro scan that came out today, any additional stuff, and just like, just the final video just on this, and then after get your predictions. So shout out to Keo not only for the context of the whole thing of Transformers with Hasbro and TAKARA TOMY, but also some translation notes for the new CoroCoro scan, so with 321 and with the scan right here, basically, if you want TLDR, just wait for next week. That's basically what it is. They'll say, what happens to Ultimate Belial? They're trying to really hype it up. In burst, the Ultimate Belial was born, now what will happen to it? On the bottom, it's like Baku Beyblade, will be explosive. Keep in mind the line of explosive could simply just be marketing, and that's kind of it. And then after all the other stuff is just, hey, this information is eventually going to be coming out, and 321 this is what's really cool about it, because TAKARA TOMY applied, and now it is officially going to be Beyblade Day. That is really, really cool that they're now just celebrating, hey, 321, that's our day. Aside from that, that's kind of it for the main stuff from the scans. Obviously, no bays, it wouldn't make any sense. You would have to wait for 321 on that. Now, next, we're going to just go over all the other basic info stuff. So, the biggest thing was this whole thing of global that was on the names. So, on the listings that were given, specifically Beyblade said global, and they said they wanted this thing to be like successful globally on the actual listing they had on one of the products. And if we move on to the next one, I thought at first, like, oh, are they going to just handle it themselves because they're talking about all this global stuff, and Hasbro's been doing pretty bad for the partner brands, but I did get a little bit more context, and I did say, to be clear, it was a theory, and it's not just a hate on Hasbro, right? It was just trying to go over the options, but unfortunately, my words kind of get lost in translation sometimes, or kind of like whatever I'll say in the video gets out of context. But on here, for an example, Transformers, it's with Hasbro and TAKARA TOMY. If you notice the Japanese packaging there and the Hasbro one, the difference literally just like the bottom right. And if we go next one, I do suspect most likely, which would be best case either way, is that it'll just be like the Hasbro logo there, but like TT, kind of like how they did Pro Series. Which regardless, I think we'll all agree, so long as it's as close as possible to the original release, whatever that is, I'm okay with it. Hopefully prices, all that stuff, hopefully it's not going to be too bad, because you never know with these things. I don't know when the announcement would be for when it would come here, to North America and all that stuff. That's basically what time will tell for that, but I did want to clarify on that position and also give what's most likely. Either way, I just hope it's going to be handled well. Moving on, basically all the store listings now. So BX01 to 04 is a starter, 1980 in yen. BX05 to 06, booster, 1400 yen. BX07 is supposed to be an entry set, so that's kind of like the bay, the launcher, the stadium with the launcher grip. 5720, 3960. And then after moving on there, the battle deck pass is 3,300, the stadium is 2,700, the launcher grip is 700, the deck case is 990. Then after the BXG01 booster, which is supposed to be a little bit different, is 1,600, and basically everything up to the BXG is supposed to be released in July. No, only one of the listings said specifically mid-July, but we can assume all of it's supposed to be the same date as launch, and mid-July would have to be, guess what, July 15th, 2023. And then after there's August, which is 1,400 yen, and then after the random booster BX14, it would be volume 1 obviously, 1,400 in September. So we are stacked, Everyone's gonna be happy because basically later on in the summer it officially starts. Very, very excited. And that's kind of it for like all the main information. We do have some visuals that we want to go over. So for the stadium right there, which is obviously a very good interpretation of what it is based on the image I cannot actually show, but the stadium does look to be pretty big. Also to mention too, with how the system is, it's supposed to apparently not be anything bursting from what I can understand. Obviously we'll find out for sure. The stadium is big with the shroud and everything. There's also, I guess, kind of like a path divider. The 3D model that I kind of saw that I kind of had to trace over was kind of a little bit screwy, for my artistic interpretation of it, but it is supposed to be kind of like that, very weird design. The bays, now we're going to take a look at actually what one of the bays look like, which the bay is kind of weird for it. It's supposed to be a compact design. It's kind of hard to describe. I said it's kind of like Winning Valkyrie if it was a little bit more compact for its shape. The middle kind of reminded me of Plastic Gen, not literally like for how the Bit Beast and Avatar is, but kind of like MFB for kind of the design. I think we'll see it a little bit more clearly. I literally had like a dream this morning about like the new generation of bays and the random booster stuff, so maybe I'm trying to predict it in my mind now. Yeah, then after the launcher grip, very modern design, very sleek design. We're also told what else? High-speed battles. Yeah, that's kind of it for all the main product stuff. I think that's kind of it, except I got one more for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our store. We have DB/BU bays, and guess what? Exclusively on 3/21, we're going to have a killer sale that is going to be awesome, where you can check it out, and it's going to be, it's limited time, only for 3/21. Aren't you excited for that time?
I'm excited. Hopefully there's a newer base too, so we can bundle. Yeah,
and newer base too, we'll try to bundle. It's going to be an optional way to support the channel, and this is your last chance on, well, actually not your last chance, but your last chance for a very good discounted sale, because we're celebrating for Beyblade Day that way. It is an optional way to support the channel, to help this channel funded and going. I appreciate any support regardless whether you like or subscribe. And yeah, that's kind of it. For the specific description that it says, a new battle hobby aims to be the biggest hit globally. The pack item comes with a stadium that can be started at once, a set with everything to start playing, which was for the BX07, which is what the information we got from was. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I tried to say everything as clear as possible. If anyone misquotes, like, reference the video or clarify what I said, because I hate it when I get misquoted on what I say. I'm very specific. I always try to clarify, so... Yeah, no hate on Hasbro, obviously. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to just put up a screenshot. Originally, I thought it was something bigger than what it was. They announced on the Instagram, they're doing kind of like this campaign thing for 3/21 for Beyblade Day, and I thought, oh, damn, they're going to announce what's it going to be. And then after I saw it, they're just announcing on the Instagram they're doing a giveaway for it. So I guess if you want to enter that giveaway for the Beyblade official, it's there. I thought it was something more than that. It's my fault. And yeah, again, shout out to Kyo for helping out with the translation work. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, we're going to do our best to try to update as much as possible. And yeah, great time for Beytubers all around. You know, we're going to try to work together on the community. Let's just try to be peaceful moving on to the next generation. You know, let's leave whatever was in burst in burst. And yeah, X, or just X for cross, and yeah, that's kind of it. So anyways, that's where we're going to be ending off the video. If you're new here, please subscribe, and you can get any last minute predictions if you want to, with whatever the information we have on here is. And that's going to be it for this one. Alrighty, thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and bye.